I got myself a 70 series submarine. Oh, no, there's water coming in.
This rain is not letting up.
Actually, yeah, that's looking a little bit concerning. And this is not the direction you want to go.
That was deep, all right. Meant to happen.
It was.
G'day ladies and gents, welcome back to the Pilbara region. We start our adventure within the Millstream Chichester National Park. In fact, right now we're at Python Pool. Torbs and myself are back here to take on some epic river crossings.
It's pretty wet at the moment, it's coming down pretty damn hard. Now coming up, we got some river crossings. Last time they were flowing and one of them was very deep, so we don't know what it's going to be like this time, which is part of the excitement, right? It looks so different now. All the rocks that were normally red, they're gone like a deep brown. The environment looks completely different. There's water on the track here. I think we're going to be in for a fun one. Hopefully we don't get flooded out of the camp though.
Nothing beats the feeling of remote area four-wheel driving.
This is officially the first time I've ever run a heater during the day in my vehicle up in the Pilbara. Get a bit chilly after standing in the rain for a little bit. Now it's supposed to be dry season, like winter dry season, but it's so wet. They didn't have much rain this wet season, so it's completely flipped around and we completely jagged the weather. Well, it's time for our river crossing. Second gear low is the gear of choice, and we're just going to keep the momentum going. We don't want to drive too fast, also don't want to drive too slow. The idea is to create a bit of a bow wave, but this one being not deep enough for a bow wave. Second gear low, nice and steady, and keep an eye on the rocks that might be in front of us. So here we go. All right, Torbs, you ready?
Certainly am, my kind sir.
This first crossing is just a puddle compared to what's up ahead.
It's like being in a boat.
Yeah, it'd be about knee deep, I reckon.
Now normally you should actually walk a river crossing first, but we know this one very well.
Nice little comfy belly bosh.
Spin effects as far as the eye can see.
There's so much of it, isn't there? All the way up the hills too.
Perfect day to wear shorts for going for a walk, eh?
Oh, that'll be a stinger of a walk.
Looks like we've got a double river crossing coming up, mate.
Oh, that drops down quite a bit. Geez, it must flow through here in the wet.
Yeah, when it's at its full flow, I reckon I'll be underwater here. Yeah, I wonder if there's water here. Geez, there must be a lot of water in the other one then.
Yeah, that was a pretty big crossing last time.
We're going to find out very soon.
So here's something you should always do when you come across a body of water like this, is walk it. We've driven this before, so we know roughly how deep it is, but anything can change. And as you can see, Ronnie's walking our exact path that we're going to drive. Hopefully there's no obstacles, deep holes. As you can see, it is slowly getting deeper.
Get pretty deep, man.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit concerning. Wow.
It's getting deeper, mate.
Actually, yeah, that's looking a little bit concerning.
Actually fell over. I was trying to bluff you.
Well, until you that's better. Now I feel more comfortable.
To give you folks an idea how deep this river crossing is, about there, that's the deepest point. That is very deep. So we need to form a bow wave, and by doing that, we're gonna put it in second gear low, launch ourselves into the water gently. So Bart, launch yourself gently into the water, create a bit of a bow wave, and then sort of back off just that tiny bit. So you've got that wave in front of you. And then as you're driving through, in front of the vehicle, it's actually a little bit lower than what the actual water height is, because you're pushing this wave all the way through. Follow that through, don't stop, just keep going, and you'll get to the other side, hopefully. Something I do with deep river crossings is I always check my airbox and make sure that all the clamps are on. It may sound a bit silly, but the occasional time one clip may not be on for whatever reason. They're all on, so we're all good. Last thing we want is water to go into the airbox, and that's why we have a snorkel and a full drive when we cross the river crossing. A couple of reasons why you don't want to hit it too hard. The water will come in, hit the engine block, and then come back, and they can push your fan blades into your radiator, which is not a good thing. Or you can bust one of your blades on your radiator, and then the whole engine sort of wobbles, because it's part of the balancing. If you've got a petrol engine, you probably need to put a bra around the vehicle, like a tarp or something, make sure it doesn't get caught up in the wheels. And that is about it. Electrical contact sort of sealant maybe, WD-40 is also a good idea. This vehicle was prepped before we left Perth, so we're good to go. Well, I'm definitely going to put my boots up in here where it's high. They shouldn't get wet up here. I'm going to keep my wet shorts on in case I need to jump in the water for whatever reason to help out Torbs or maybe even the camera car. That's another thing we've got to worry about. We've just had lunch up here. There's a bit of remnants of chicken and stuff. And that's also another good tip, actually. When you come up to a water crossing, stop, assess it, walk it, let the engines cool down and the whole vehicle actually cool down, your driveline. And there's less chance of hot running gear sucking in that water and mixing with your oils. You don't want that. All right, we're ready to go. So let's do this.
Good luck, buddy. I will be watching from the dry bank.
Roger that. See you on the other side.
As you will, Captain.
Oh yeah, she's deep. Fortunately, I've caught up in my bow wave and I don't want to slow down. So I'm going to keep pushing on. Actually, I do have a bow wave in front of me.
That is looking really good.
Yeah, it's feeling really good, man. Feeling really good. Exciting. Actually, I had a really good bow wave then. It was hard to tell.
Yeah, your nose was up a bit, so it worked quite well. My turn. Yeah, let's do this. Woo!
Good old boy, dude.
Wow, sitting inside it looks really deep.
That's because it is.
I got myself a 70 series submarine. Big killer wave coming through.
Now that's a heart pumping crossing, but there's plenty of beautiful scenery to calm the nerves back down again.
This place is epic. It's like a big cinnamon scroll of gorges that you end up driving in and amongst. And right now we are trying to locate our camp, which would be right up against the big gorge wall. Epic camp.
The drive in is slow and steady over river stones from pebbles all the way to big sized boulders. So wheel placement does have a key role. And the surrounding scenery makes you feel like you're within a painting. It's incredible.
Hey, have a look how much water's here this time.
That looks like a dam.
We're not far from that third river crossing. I don't hold high hopes for it because look how much water is here. This one spilled over to the other side.
Yeah, and you even just went quite deep just going through this little piece.
Locate this third crossing. It's pretty gnarly. There's some boulders in there. I feel like we need a bit more daylight. Like we're running out of daylight. 40 minutes left.
That's
up
deep.
to here. In the deepest part. Probably a couple of meters.
Oh.
And
and
there's
slippery.
boulders everywhere too. So I reckon we wait till tomorrow.
I think so.
It's too hard
Once
to see
the
now.
sun's up.
You see the reflection from the sky?
Yeah.
It's too hard to see.
Can't see anything. Yep. Someone's left us some wood already.
Perfect. Perfect. Meant to happen.
It was.
Time for Torps to set up his penthouse in one heck of a beautiful location. This camp really sets the bar high. And to top off an epic day, we get a spectacular galactic display of stars. How epic is that?
Okay. Oh man, that's scary. So you can't go direct line then?
No.
That's what happened last time.
Yeah, I
This
went
is where
too
we
far.
did.
But this is not the direction you want to go. This wheel rut's a bit deep.
You're not even that far off.
No.
Oh, there's big holes here, right? Very deep water crossing. Whew. It is very deep. So I've got Torbs in the water. He's standing there. He's going to be ready to direct me if I go too far one way or the other. So we've walked this multiple times and we're going back to the original line that we picked. Here we go. That was deep, all right. Mate, I think I have one expression when I crossed over, and that was this. Adrenaline is high. I'm shaking. There's a lot of water coming out of the car. I'm going to check the back seats in a second. Get a little of the water drain out. Go back into the river. Calm down somewhat. And then watch Torps go over. Woo!
Oh. No! There's water coming in. Oh my god! Look at all the water coming out!
Look at your door.
Yeah. That was cool.
That was very nice and controlled, that one.
It was.
Does it help to see someone else go first?
Always does.
You know, we still got to go across that to get out.
Well, we're on the other side, mate, and I have George River Gorge in sight.
That gorge is pretty intimidating, isn't it?
It is, and it's funny, as you get closer, it just seems to tower.
I can hear some rapids, I reckon. Can you hear that? I'll put your window down.
Yeah, I can actually.
Well, here we are, guys. This is George River Gorge. Blue skies, beautiful weather, rapids behind us, two beautiful cars that got us here.
Oh, and just the drive in was as spectacular as the scenery here.
I like that. The drive in is as good as the location.
Yep.
And speaking of locations, we'll see you guys next week. I'm going for a dip.
Yep.
Yeah. Yo! Lock a bong!
Whoa! Woo! Yo! That was a bit slippery.
Thanks for watching, guys. Now pick one of these two videos because that's what YouTube recommends for you. See you next time.